at the Detroit Foundation Hotel with none other than Emily T. Gale and a couple of friends. Emily.
And very dear friends. And we're at Detroit Foundation Hotel with Bob Lambert, who's the general manager.
Hello. Hi, everyone.
Our very good friend Jason Hall with Ride Out.
Hey, how you doing, everybody?
Jason is with Trek Bikes, and they're going to be starting to make e-bikes, electric bikes, available to the guests and people that come through the Detroit Foundation Hotel. So Jason took us out this morning. It was my first time of being on the roads on an e-bike. Bob, I think it was yours too, right?
Yes.
We covered everywhere within an hour. We were Rivertown, Corktown, everywhere. You can go as slow as you want, or you can pick it up. We were going like 16, 17 miles. So maybe Bob and Jason, talk a little bit about what you're going to do with e-bikes here.
You know, our goal at the foundation is just to support Jason and Electric Avenue and make sure that these bikes get in front of people, because I think once you get on the bike, it will change your perspective on many things. Today I had it going 27 miles an hour, which was awesome, and it felt like a breeze, and I'm not a fit dude, as you can tell. So no, but I was able to really have a great time on it. So it's just about support, collaboration, man. We just want to help. And by the way, it's an unbelievable way to see the city of Detroit. To get on this bike, you can get into all the nooks and crannies of Detroit and really see it. It's a difference than on foot. It's a different than having to park your car and find parking. Get on one of these bikes, and you will experience Detroit like in a way that not many people have. So
and what's very fun for me is 40 years ago, Art McCafferty and Jenny and Great Lakes Sports Publication, publishers of Michigan Runner, Michigan Golfer, right out here on the corners where we started the Emily Detroit runs. Bob has the posters up in his office. Thousands of runners, and Bob and
tens of thousands of runners
have created a wonderful neighborhood feeling here at Detroit Foundation Hotel. And he's collaborated with, we're doing events together, Jason, all of us, so many of us have integrated what we're doing, and it's absolutely wonderful, the energy that Jason is putting into the e-bikes and giving tours. He does tours for Murals on the Market. Let him share with you about all that.
So, Jason, what's the first thing I need to know when I hop on one of these bikes as opposed to my regular bike?
Not to be intimidated. The first thing people think is because electric is before it, that it's something different than a bicycle. It's really a bicycle that just assists you along your path. Okay, so that's the first thing we need to do, is get over the intimidation.
27 miles an hour?
Well, that's Bob. You know, he's Tour de France over here. He can do his thing. We were staying around a nice 15 doing our thing, which is a good pace. But it does give the ability to do everything in between, from 35 miles on battery range to 75 miles of battery range and anything in between there. So it really does give a lot of options for what your experience is on a bicycle.
It's only pedaling, pushing gives you pedal, what do you call it?
Pedal assist.
Pedal assist. You don't have to have the electric part on all the time. And that's the beauty of it. If you just like we went by Eastern Market, we just had it on slow. We all just pedaled like we were just riding our bikes, and then we got past there and wanted to pick it up the pace. And I think the other thing that's so much fun about being down here is it's not just biking. Over the last week, we were all out at Rocket Mortgage Classic and learning about golf in the city of Detroit. And Art, you publishing Michigan Golfer. Bob had his, well, he's a golfer, but we all had an amazing time out at the Rocket Mortgage Classic, Detroit, and celebrating golf in the city of Detroit.
Emily Gale, my buddy from Aloha, Hawaii, came in to say hi too.
And also just a wonderful thing for the Detroit Golf Club to be hosting this event that Dan Gilbert had a vision of years ago. People think he said, let's have a golf tournament, and they just put one together. But he's had this vision for a long time. And you, Carter, met Bob at Detroit Foundation Hotel, general manager.
Hi, Bob.
How are you? Good to see you.
You too. I just met you though now. Hi.
Okay, so this is Phyllis from Great Lakes Sports Publication, and you all,
Phyllis.
Art and Jenny, came down last fall and did a wonderful piece because the Emily Detroit Run started outside on the corner where Detroit Foundation Hotel is. So getting them really schooled on the world of golf in Michigan. Most people don't realize there's more golf per capita played in Michigan than any other state in the country, even though we only have, 3 to 5 month season. So
you got that right.
Great to be out here, and it's wonderful that Detroit Golf Club and the sponsors and the volunteers, they had more volunteers than they needed. Isn't that amazing? A wonderful testimonial to this great event.
And they also sold out tickets.
Yeah, sold out for Saturday and Sunday. It all is a great testament to the way people are supporting this event. And it's more than a golf tournament. People don't realize that over 100 charities are getting an opportunity to raise funds through this event. And people don't realize that more money is raised in the sport of PGA golf than all the other major league sports put together. They're at the $2 billion mark now of monies they've raised for charity. So bicycles, running, the recreation that's going on in Detroit. So we do. So comments about rock and roll. Yeah.
We do have it all. I mean, we got scooters, bikes, whatever you need now for alternative transportation. And that's the key, is we're talking about alternative transportation. We're not talking about gassing up a vehicle. We're talking about people getting out, being a part of society, reacclimating themselves with what's going on in their environment, and being a part of what's happening. And that doesn't happen any other way than on a bicycle.
And you can come back here and get the best burger in town. Yeah. You know, that's what I like. People think it's all, you know, what do you call it? Fine dining, but it's also very casual dining. Maybe share a little bit about that.
No, I mean, you know, whatever you're looking for, if you want a chef's table experience with 16 seats in a very intimate setting, you can have that. But you can also come in and hang out in our bar or lounge, have a burger, have a Stroh's, you know, and connect. We pride ourselves on being a place of community where people come to gather and work. And you can see a young man in there right now working at the community table. He's got his laptop open, using our Wi-Fi, which we want. You don't need to even buy anything. Come in, work out of our space, get a glass of water all day long if that's what you want to do.
That's how Jason and I spend our time. It's our office away from home.
Internet and lemonade right there all day.
So for people who are not from Michigan, what's the Stroh's?
What is Stroh's? Stroh's is a very good beer. That's what Stroh's is. It's very easy drinking, this type of weather kind of drinking beer, in my opinion.
And iconic, you know, in Detroit, just like Verner's, right? All those little products that we all grew up with and know about, and the places like Fire Brewed. Okay. Detroit Foundation Hotel, when you go up into the rooms, all the amenities are all Detroit products.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just mentioned the room, and I just want to go get a room right now. I'm like, oh, yes.
But, you know, I really want to celebrate Art and Jenny, yourself, and Great Lakes Sports Publication, because 40 years ago, they put all of us on the map in running. Nobody was writing about runners and runs going on in the city of Detroit.
And you had the story.
We had the story, but you had the vehicle for getting our message out, and I will forever be grateful at how you celebrated what we were doing, and you're doing it 40 years later.
Yeah. And so are you.
Yeah, that's what's fun. That's the small town feeling of Detroit, isn't it?
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Jason, Bob, Emily, thanks for talking with us, and I'm going to go get on a bike.
All right, sounds great.
Get a little lunch at the apparatus.
Lunch first.
Okay.
That's where I'm going, brunch.